Hello there, my name is Rich. Let's talk about animation. Today we'll talk about a new kind of pilot that kind of introduced itself on YouTube called Offshoot. It's sort of based on the SCP universe. If you don't know what that is, it's basically sort of the Twilight Zone slash Black Mirror that usually find creatures, animate objects, or something like a weird painting that starts talking to you or doing something very weird, but give you better factors in a way. I mean, not better factors, sort of effects that is positive and negative. And the whole universe is basically this SVD company pick this sort of creatures or inanimate objects and study them to see what happens and why they're doing that, or at least tempted to explain it. This sort of kind of office space, and they have a lot of lore. You have a lot of different people using this for their own amusement because it's so entertaining and interesting. And Offshoot is one of them that sort of decided to make a short or a series of SCP. But it's interesting enough, they did it sort of like The Office, that it's basically a bunch of co-workers working together trying to understand this sort of creature, animate objects, or whatever they have in their hands while I'm not being dying. But you do not need to know the lore to get the show. The show does explain what it is and sort of give you an idea of what it does. But it's all about the characters themselves, specifically Monica, our main lead, who actually got forced to work on this company called S19. It's a side project of the main office of SCP. It's basically she accidentally found something that she shouldn't have, and now she have a choice: die or join us. Obviously, she doesn't join. Now she's sort of excited, but not sure what she actually should do because a lot of people are not really people. And every time she talks to something, it changes to something else. And that's the thing that sort of grab you because you could do so many things in the SCP universe because you have so many objects, gods, or things that you can use as the main leads or the main issue of a episode. But it really lands of the characters. The characters' conversation and funness is sort of interesting because everybody's sort of kind of different with each other, and that's basically what the whole cast really is. To see a bunch of characters kind of bounce back each other, their own reaction to understand who is who, what they're doing. You just sort of get that sort of camaraderie make this short really good. Even though it's sort of just a pilot, he also sort of tells you this is not the full cast. We still have some other characters yet to be joined because the first pilot or episode was really short. It's about 6 minutes long, even not counting the credit scenes that is sort of like 5 minutes. But that 5 minutes does impress you. That sort of comedy, that sort of awkwardness, they just don't know what this is. They cut off, you see the person reaction, explaining, cut back what it was. And that sort of the thing just sort of grabs you. That sort of kind of office sort of charm, but at the same time still grab your attention of the SCP object that you don't know can actually kill you or not kill you, or even her co-workers that at the very beginning show you one of them is not human or really cares about human life. So yeah, it's almost like you have to watch your back. They just sort of set up things to see how unhinged each character really is and how Monica kind of walks around it or not die, especially she's now stuck there forever. But it also leads a lot of interesting things like what else this new show can actually deliver. Of course, this is a pilot. They have some little things here and there that is not as strong as should have, like the animation. What I mean is this whole short is very floaty on purpose because sometimes depends what type of project you're doing. You're wondering like how it could be more floaty, more heavy, more not, or the character be more bigger. Especially this whole short shows you this is sort of like a webcam sort of series that you have someone holding a camera, it keep moving back and forth, and the character stays still. And that's the whole point. That's why it's the show is sort of kind of floaty. Some of the characters move a little bit too much float, but at the same time they don't have the budget to make them, or me budget, I mean more time. You have more money, more time to actually perfect it. And that you can really see that this have one of the biggest problems of this pilot. But does it ruin it? I don't think so. At least not as much. I mean, if I want to compare a different pilot, it's sort of like Cliffside. That Cliffside has really great, funny, dark humor, but it's very floaty that you do notice if you pay attention. And Offshoot does the same thing, but I think it does it a little bit more because it's a sort of uh, documentary about McGee. So yeah, it makes sense she has to be kind of floaty, but at the same time they sort of make fun of it. I don't know, it's on intentionally or on purpose. I don't know. But besides that, it is sort of charming, especially McGee, that should be terrified. She's stuck in this sort of very questionable place, but no, she's sort of excited, but yet sort of cautious. You also have other characters who are unhinged or questioning why they here. You realize what they actually can do. You just get more invested the longer the episode goes. Hopefully they do get a second episode. Possibly they do. Hopefully be better than the first one because it's still a pilot. I have this one question. You've seen this pilot. You've seen this special web series because it feels could be the next big thing in the indie space of animation, because we have to support our indie brethren to see if they have something very interesting to say. And this one feels has a lot to say, especially McGee, that she's not confident but yet curious to continue on her new life, even that she actually can die. Especially all the other characters around her that is sort of questionable, like there's a character that I can't remember his name. He has pink hair. That he just sort of odd and usual, like to test very odd usual things, but you don't know he is unhinged or not. And McGee is sort of kind of fascinated by him. That could be his best buddy or evil co-worker in the office space. Like they hinted at that if they had a second episode onwards. But oh, that's sort of the potential of a good pilot. Like you see potential of each character and the reaction of each other. And you feel they understood it enough to give you hints you could do better in the future. But all that I can't really say much. Maybe the floatiness they have to maybe balance it out a little bit more. All of that I feel it has a good potential. Even doesn't have a high budget. Hopefully get popular enough to have a second episode. I don't know you. Do you seen the pilot? You heard of it? You're curious? Are you SCP fan? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.